Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another War of the Visions video, and today Global got upgraded in a lot of ways. Some of those upgrades were good, some of those upgrades weren't so good, some of those upgrades were like an upgrade to like 1,000 times better than what it was before, but somehow still aren't good. We're going to talk about all of that stuff right now. Alright, as we jump into this, I do want to give a big shout out to my members on YouTube and my patrons on Patreon. Thank you guys for supporting the channel directly. That is so awesome. Appreciate y'all a lot. Let's talk about these global upgrades. And we're going to focus a lot on the new Final Fantasy VII units. But I wanted to touch on really quick what I think is an interesting upgrade. Now, if you've watched my channel before, something you've maybe noticed that I said deserved upgrading was Royal Rank rewards. So let's click on Royal Rank here, because these did get upgraded in Global today. And like, disregard this price tag for just a second. Like, just don't look at that for a second. And look, this is Royal Rank 12, which used to be the previous high Royal Rank. You can now get higher than that. And I actually feel pretty good on the inside that, like, I'm not higher than 12 just coming out the gate, but whatever. Okay, check this out. If you weren't looking at the price, I would say, oh my god, that's 500 soul stars, 200 vision stars, 720 orb of envisionments, 5 UR guaranteed vision card summon tickets. I'd be like, damn, that is so much better than the previous Royal Rank 12 pack. Then I look at this 12,000 Visior price tag and I'm like, shit, they missed. Like, again, it's a like, this is so much better than the previous deals, but still not worth it, in my opinion. Yes, you're getting 5 UR vision cards, which you could argue if you were like summoning one at a time, it would take maybe like 10,000 Visior to get that, plus you're getting some other stuff. So like, it's at least approaching fair value for the Visior, but it's not a deal, right? Like, I wanted a deal for being Royal Rank 12. And if you just kind of go through these, I don't really know that there are any that are truly deals. I actually think the 11 pack is better than the 12, but it's still 11,000 Visior. You're just getting a little bit more value there, in my opinion. The 10, yeah, that's a big nope. The 9, I mean, like, you could just go down the list. I'm not going to. They're just a little bit too expensive for me still. If this was like 6 or 7,000 Visior, and you were a newer-ish player, I would say it's worth it. The problem here for people who've played for a while is I have no use for this. Like, this is just 5 duplicates of cards I might already have maxed out, so it's not that good. The stars are nice, and the orbs are nice. And now you can start looking at, like, what comes later. Like, you know what, let's, for fun, let's skip all the way to 17, the new highest rank Royal Pack. They are massively overvaluing some stuff here. Like, yes, 1,000 soul stars is really, really nice. That is almost like there's a lot here, but I don't think that 6 blossoms of Broadstone, 10 random UR vision cards, and some stars is worth 30,000 Visior. You could go get a brand new unit for almost 30,000 Visior guaranteed, right? Like, if you're lucky, you can max a unit in 30,000 Visior. So I just, like, this is such a huge upgrade, still it's not worth. But now, we need to talk about what, like, this video is supposed to be mostly about, and that is Barret and Cloud getting a global upgrade today. And you know what? Let's start with Barret, because I think he's the one who got a ton of stuff today. Actually, 3 of his skills got upgraded from Global to JP, and we're going to talk about what that means for him. So first up, Steel Skin Plus. What I'm doing here, I'm going to overlay some graphics that compare directly the JP to the global version of this skill. Now you can see in JP, it was called Super Root or whatever, Steel Skin Plus, and what it is, it was increases Barret's attack by 40% for 3 turns and increases defense by 20 for 3 turns. That's a pretty good buff. Like I even said in my preview video, hey, I think this buff is pretty good. It gets upgraded in global in a big way. It's still a 40% attack buff. The defense buff goes up to 30. That by itself would have been nice. It also, though, decreases AP consumption by 33% for 3 turns. So 1/3 less AP that he's going to be using. This might be able to help him not have to use like bells or something like that. I think this is a very, very, very good skill upgrade. I would argue this is his best skill upgrade in my opinion. Now, that's not all. He also got his focused shot upgraded. So what you see on the screen here is focus shot plus. It is it's an ability that turns into a plus version because it gets EX'd. And you see the stats for the skill on the screen. That top bar didn't change. It's decreased defense by 30 for the target, damage by 165% with a 25% chance to inflict slow for 3 turns. In my opinion, one of his best moves from his main job. The upgrade comes in those bottom 2 squares. On JP, this thing had a maximum range of 3 with a range height of 1. In global, the range gets extended by 1 in every single direction. Forward, back, diagonal, all of it. And it gains range height too. This is a huge upgrade for Barret. This is a huge buff for this guy because he desperately needed more range and more range height. This is one of his best moves. Getting that upgrade is really, really good for him. Next, charge. Now, on paper, I'm gonna tell you something about this. On paper, charge looks like a insanely good upgrade, and I do think it's really good, but it's very, very situational. So here it is. In JP, it was a 1-turn, 60% missile attack buff for 20 TP. He could use it 2 times. Now, it's a 1-turn skill, so he's got to cast it and then immediately shoot somebody. In global, none of that changes except the percentage. It's now a 100 missile attack increase for 1 turn. And he still has to just immediately shoot somebody with it. The key thing here is this is in his sub job. So if you're running his sub job, like his main job sub job, you are losing out on his secondary damage type, which is strike. I've always kind of thought with Barret having access to striking damage was one of his strongest things. So you're choosing to give that up in this case to make him a true missile unit. Now, he got those good buffs on his main job skills, the 2 we just looked at. Is that enough to sell out and go, okay, he's my missile boy now. This is Missile Man Barret. Yeah, no, he still has this like short range spinning strike attack move. You're right. It's in this same sub job that Charge is in. If you were typing that comment, I know, but he's losing most of his strike moves if you choose to run this. Is that a big deal? Is that not a big deal? I don't know. I'll have to test it out. Like, I will do a full Barret review once I'm playing with him and I have him leveled up. This is a massive buff. 100 missile attack is like maybe one-shotting somebody. Something like what Glaciella used to do back when she first came out. She would do her store from her monk, which was a massive attack buff. Then she'd leap strike on people and just blow people off the map. Can Barret do that now? Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to find out. But just note, if you're excited about this buff, it's on his sub job. Okay, now what about Cloud? I said Cloud got a buff. And what I meant was the new Vision card in Global got a buff. That's right, Guard Scorpion, or Scorpion Sentinel. God, Scorpion Sentinel just doesn't sound as cool as Guard Scorpion. I've messed that up so many. Anyway, here you go. You see it on the screen here, and I highlighted in green what Global got that JP did not get. Literally, JP's version of this card is the same card minus everything in that green box. So let's look at this card and talk about why it's so dang good for Cloud. Okay, normally, just without the buff, it was going to give you 304 HP, 20 TP, and 155 attack. A very nice stat line for an attacking unit. The unit effect was AoE resistance and critical damage up, 2 things that Cloud really likes. Any of your damage dealing units getting AoE resistance just helps them live through somebody like Black Rose Helena or anybody else dropping AoEs on you. Okay, it gave the party attack up by 50%, which Cloud loves because Cloud has multiple damage types that he loves to use both of. So a flat attack buff is a big deal for him, and now you don't have to go find that from somewhere else. Okay, it also gives critical hit rate up by 13. Cloud likes that. And then slash resistance 20. It's just like if you were going to throw a random conditional buff on a card, 20 slash resistance is like A+. A+. You just became tankier against like every comp in some way or another, because who doesn't have some form of slashing in their teams? Now, the global upgrade is slash attack up 10 and water resistance up 10. So literally it's just like, hey Cloud, you're a lightning slashing unit who's probably trying to fight anti-water, or trying to be an anti-water person. Here, we're just gonna boost those stats a little bit because I don't even know if he needed it, y'all. He's already so dang good. This is just making him even better, and I love to see it because I know so many people were excited for Cloud. So let me end the video by saying this. if you were only going for one thing from these new banners today, and you already have Cloud and you're already playing Cloud, make that one thing the Scorpion Sentinel. I think that like that will power up your Cloud to like his ultimate level. If you want Barret and Aerith, that's cool. You're gonna have to invest a little bit more into them. But if you're running on that like Vizzy poor, you know, you're running out of Viz. If you're a Cloud fan, you're gonna use Cloud forever. Don't skip the guard Scorpion Sentinel, whatever the hell you want to call it. This card that you see on the screen, it's that good. So make sure you get it. All right. That's going to be the video, you guys. Thank you for watching. It was a short one. I hope you're enjoying Cloud. I hope your polls go good today if you're pulling, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.